You ever go through that time when it feels like literally everything that could possibly go wrong ends up going wrong for you? I remember in 2022, for a small example, I kid you not when I say that everything that could go wrong went wrong. For this from the smallest of things. I remember many times I would go to eat and I would grab my plate, I would drop it. I know that seems very small, like a small issue, but so many things like this would happen and compile every single day, leading to bigger issues, and I could not understand what was happening. It just made my mindset be so negative. Like anything I was about to do, I expected a negative result out of it. Even though I could, like I looked at my day and I'm like, okay, this is a pretty normal day. I was almost like anticipating something to go wrong. And it was a very painful feeling. It was a very painful feeling because a part of me wanted to think more positively. A part of me wanted to live a more positive life, but it just I did not know what to do. Everything just seemed to go wrong, and as a result of that, I honestly lost every little bit of excitement to live in life. I had nothing to look forward to. I wasn't excited for anything. Things that would make me happy freaking 2 years ago did not make me happy anymore. It was a horrible phase, and that's just an example. You can call it bad mental health, depression, anxiety, whatever the heck you want. These kind of things where you feel like everything's going wrong often starts from a problem, something that really upsets you hugely, and that will translate into a period of bad mental health, depression. Like I said, you can call it what you want, and that will eventually lead to you feeling like everything is going wrong. It often just stems from one little thing. One something will translate into months and maybe even years of it actually feeling like nothing could go right for you. You start developing this negative mindset where you have no hope because it feels like, okay, I'm gonna fail at everything. And as cliche as it may sound, the only solution to this is you gotta understand that the more negative you think, more likely negative things are going to happen. What you think is going to end up often happening in real life, especially if you obsess over it. And if you keep thinking negatively, if you keep expecting things to go wrong, things will go wrong. I know perhaps something that, would have happened that really upset you. It kick-started things off, but eventually you got to get to a point where you break out of it. You decide that, what, I need to actually change things in my life, because that's what I did, right? There was a phase when not that I knew, not that I felt like someone's going to come and save me, but I kind of didn't take action. I just let things happen, even though things were going wrong. I just sat and saw it happen in front of my eyes. I mean, I never did anything. I never took any action against it. I never tried to find a solution out of it. I was a sitting duck waiting for things to happen. But the thing is, nothing is going to happen. No one is going to come to save you. No one is going to come and, help you out magically. No, that's not going to happen. It's you who you have to help yourself. You have to help yourself. You have to start actually taking action to improve your life. And I promise you, the moment you start improving your life, and when I say improving your life, I don't mean meditation, just randomly start joining the gym and stuff. You find stuff that you lack in your life. You lack happiness. Find out what makes you happy. Is your diet horrible? Are you unhappy with the way you look? Find a solution to that. Eat better. Start working out. These things, you need to find your weaknesses and start working on them. The moment you do that, you will subconsciously start developing a more positive attitude towards things, and that will result in more positive things actually happening in your life. And eventually you get out of this phase. It's not going to be easy, but you have to start taking action. If you don't, like I said, if you just wait like a sitting duck and wait for things to happen, it's not going to happen. No one is going to come to save you. Nothing is going to save you. You have to save yourself. You have to save yourself. And one thing I will say is, don't think of yourself as, okay, I out of everyone is going through this. Everyone goes through some level of difficulty in their life that may come in a different way. For you, it may come in a certain way. For some people, it may come through a breakup. For some people, they may lose their job. For some people, they physically get meet with an accident, and their whole career is ruined because of it. It could be whatever, right? You have to step out of that. You can't let that ruin you. You can't let that keep you down, because if you let that keep you down, then you're not going to move forward in your life. You're just going to end up like an average person, and you're going to use that as an excuse. You don't want to be using excuses. It doesn't matter what happens to you. It doesn't matter how bad something happens to you. It doesn't matter how bad of a time you're going through in life. You can always change it around. Trust me, I've gone through it. No, I've not gone through the most traumatic thing in my life. I'm not going to say I have, but from whatever stuff that I've experienced, I know for a fact that if you actually put your mind towards it and look at your weaknesses and improve on them, you can actually change your life. Changing your life is not something that magically happens out of thin air. You have to want it, and you have to make it happen through actions. If you feel negative about things, if you feel like everything is going wrong, you are the solution. You need to start thinking positively. You need to, like I said, Look at areas of your life where you feel like, okay, this sucks, and improve on that. There's always a solution. You know, if your physique sucks, you know you need to work out, you know you need to eat better. You know, if you suck at school, you know what you need to do. You know, if you feel like, oh, I need to make money, you know what the heck to do. So don't sit and wait for things to happen. You have to do it yourself. And some people, don't like hearing that. People don't like hearing that they have to actually work hard, they have to actually improve themselves. People like to hear, oh, it's okay, just life is tough. People like hearing that, but that's not the truth. If you sit and sit with the mindset of, oh, life is tough, what am I going to do, nothing is going to happen. Like, nothing is going to happen. No magical freaking angel is going to come and save you. But yeah, you have to save yourself. That's the message from the video.